This patient, what is the plan?
1-5 extraction.
1-5 extraction and 3 implants and immediate loading, right? So since the patient is having 7 also, we will give 7 this case, right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay, if the patient doesn't have 7, give only 6. Patient age
56.
56. Okay, so our plan is extraction of this failed root canal 1-5 and placing 3 implants. Now we will plan how we are going to place. Okay, so now forget about these 2 sections. Imagine you are having only OPG and what you will plan. Okay, right? First see the sinus floor. Never see the tooth and all. First see the sinus floor. This is the floor, this is the anterior wall, right? This is the floor. Floor is coming like this. So here less bone, here good bone. If you extract this second premolar, you will get longer length. Okay, so there is one option. Go along the apex of this. Okay, this is one option till you reach the floor. You feel the drop. Okay. Otherwise, you can slightly tilt mesially, right? Why to go into this socket area? You will get more bone, right? And you can place a BCS or KOS, whatever it is. Okay, but I prefer KOS in this case. Okay, so first implant is either along the socket or slightly mesially tilted, like this also. Okay, and you can bend it. Okay, so one option is over. So the second option is start from the crest and go till the sinus floor. It looks around 8 mm. If you want, you can take a RVG and select, or you can drill and feel the drop and you can select. Okay, so 8 mm or 10 mm you can select. And if
you can give.
Yes, you can give. Yeah, this panoramic image we cannot be sure about these values. Magnified, and it is 2-dimensional only. It is not 3-dimensional. So even if you know it is 8 in the OPG, when you are drilling, if you feel it is 10 mm, put 10 mm. Okay. So here it is very less, right? This is the sinus floor. Here you cannot place any implant, right? So it is better to go for pterygoid here. Okay. So this is the tuberosity. See the shadow. This is the pterygoid, this fusion zone, right? This area. Okay. In panoramic you cannot determine very much. So start from the 7 and go reach the fusion zone. If you go very low down, you are making a mistake. If you are angulating too high, it is
tuberosity.
Yes, and just above the tuberosity.
You follow the posterior border tuberosity and go upside.
Yes,
yes.
Yes. If you are in doubt, put the pilot drill, take RVG. Okay, never forget to use the RVG. Okay, so our plan is mesially one KOS, here one short KOS, here a BCS probably.
Insert implant from anterior on this side and longer implant.
Yes. This is also possible. You can place the implant like this also. You are getting more length, right? That is also possible.
Bend it.
Yes, or put implant close to the premolar, just distal to the premolar. You are having little longer length, around 11 to 12 mm you can have. Now we will improvise the plan by seeing the CBCT. Okay, now we are seeing the cross section along the root. Okay, along the second premolar. See, the apex is closer to the buccal plate. Will you drill through the apex? No, it will be a mistake. So drill just 4 or 5 mm here, right? Or close to the crest like this. Like this. Okay, like this. So within this bone I can place a KOS, right? About 9.
Nasal floor.
Yes, this is sinus floor, this is nasal floor. Okay, either you can engage in sinus floor or nasal floor or in between here. That we cannot decide. Okay, but whatever is okay.
18 mm.
Yeah, 18 mm. But this bone is good. This socket wall is good. This socket wall is cortical, and compression we will get. Some compression stability will. You can use BCS also. If you are using BCS, then you have to get encourage from the floor, either nasal floor or sinus floor. Okay. Now I am seeing this. It is slightly mesially inclined, right? Slightly mesially inclined. If you see now, I am more in the good bone now, not in the socket. If I am inclining mesially, I am avoiding the socket emptiness, I am into the so much of good bone. So this is a better plan, angulating slightly mesially, right? Right. So from here to here, okay. Now I am seeing this.
Mesially as well as palatally also.
Yes, exactly. Always palatal is always, okay. So as he told, we will see the plan here straight first, then we will tilt, okay. Okay. So from the crest, see the crestal bone is good. Can you see it is around 1000? Okay, even the medullary bone is good, somewhat good. By compression you will get some good bone. Even the sinus floor is good, some good cortical is there, right? It is around 900 something. So into the sinus we can go till 1 mm, it can push, okay. It is around 12 mm. So when you see the OPG, no, it shows 8 or 10, but here it is showing 12 mm. 12 mm. If CBCT is not there, how will you know this length? Do the drilling and feel the drop and measure it, okay. That is how you compensate not having CBCT. So the width is also good, okay. I will be preferring 3.7 into 12, okay. If you try something different, you can go in this direction, right? But that is not needed. Here we have enough length is there. So now I am trying slightly mesially tilted, right? As you told, we will give a mesial angulation. Mesial angulation, not much difference. It is around the same to 12 mm. But if I am angulating mesially, I have to bend, which is risky, right? So I won't do bend. I will try to avoid bending here because it may crack the bone. So I will place implant straight. I don't want to bend and disturb the bone here because it is very short length, okay. So I will place a straight implant and I will avoid bending, okay. So unnecessarily we should not try to do bending. Yes, not much bone also, okay. And now we are seeing the section in the 7 region. Here the bone is very less, right? Even some small root stump is there, okay. We will leave it because it is not giving any trouble. Now we are angulating, okay. Now we are angulating. Okay. Now we can start from here to here. It is around 16. We are using this. Yes, it is good. See, this is the tuberosity, okay. This part is a tuberosity which is very.
We are giving visual so that we are taking them from the
yes. If you can reach this, see, this is the tuberosity. This is the tuberosity and pterygoid junction. See, the tuberosity is around only 100 something like that, very less value. But once you reach this pterygoid junction, it is better, 1000, okay, 1900 something like that. So our implant definitely should reach this spot, okay. So if I am using KOS, we will measure for KOS. So to reach this spot, it can be done, okay. 15 mm.
But
you can over insert. If you over insert the 15 mm implant or 1 or 2 mm, it becomes a 16 or 17 mm implant, right? If you want to use BCS, measure from the soft tissue thickness, you can use a 18 or 20 mm implant, okay. We can do KOS also, BCS also in this situation, okay. If you are using BCS, the BCS will get support from here. If you are using KOS, the KOS will get some compression here and from this cortical also.